The Psychotic Time Wasters present Whose League Is It Anyways? This season starring The Bones Are His Money, and so are the Worms. It's PTW Wiz. He's reaching over your wall, snatching your people up, trying to eat them, so you better hide your kids, hide your wife. It's PTW Vo. Look at her stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think her collection's complete? It's Staphyos. Freezinating the countryside, freezinating the peasants. It's PTW King. One little prick is all it takes to realize you've made a grave mistake. It's PTW G-Man. He wanted me to ask you to check out his seppuku vids on his OnlyFans. It's PTW King. He's actually 7 dudes in a trench coat. It's Aestus Attorney. What's up, everyone, and welcome into Whose League Is It Anyway? Season 6, Match 5, and tonight we have PTW King, PTW Kink, Aestus Attorney, and Daphios. How is everybody doing?
Doing well,
Amazing.
Doing all right.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Well, if you're new around here, Whose League Is It Anyways is the best Commander League game show on the internet where everything is made up and the points are the only thing that matters. And that's why Vo, the point master, will take us into who is winning and who is not so winning in Season 6 of Whose League Is It Anyways.
Who is winning and who is not so winning? Well, we got Bo at first, 33 2/3 of a point. We got Craig at second, 29. We got Kink at third, 28. We got Wiz at fourth, 27.25. Daff at fifth with 25. Aestus sixth with 20. And Guitar Man coming up the rear.
Giggity.
Giggity.
It's only a matter of time before I come up to that top slot. Just you watch.
Oh, he's calling it out. He's coming
He's
for
got
that
the-
number 1 spot.
Thorsten, the implacable founder of Benalia, will not rest until he sits atop the mountain.
I'm going to freezinate your countrysides.
Land is an illusion.
Oh god, it's gone very socialist very quickly. Are we done with the game?
Yeah. It looks like everybody's got their 7. Is there any pregame?
No.
Thank you, Echo. Well, then we will get right on into it. Greg, you may proceed.
Yeah, I will proceed. Proceeding. Ooh, I've proceeded. Play mountains, tap it, play, and explore escape for the second time. Pass turn.
Good play. Explorer scope.
Yeah, not as good as the other scope.
Yeah, we'll draw. And we'll play Island and pass.
Tomb of the Spirit Dragon and pass turn.
I'll draw a card, play a command tower, tap it, play an Essence Warden, and pass.
Draw. Play an island. Oh no. I must pass.
I'll draw. We'll play a swamp. Tap 2. We're going to play a Jet Medallion. It's going to reduce all our black spells by 1. And we'll pass.
I will draw. We're going to start with these help with player points. We're going to
Thank
get
you.
an Anvil of Bogarden. Draw a card and then discard another one. So, loot and scoot. Pass turn.
I'll discard a plains. Draw and draw again. Tranquil Thicket. I will bounce this commander tower back to my hand and replace it with a Selesnya Sanctuary. I'll roll a d4 and ignore 4. It was a 4. Roll again.
I mean, would you just hurry up and hit Kink already?
And swing at Craig for being an agitator.
I'll take one. Okay. My turn. Draw 2. I would discard the Cretus Creativity. I'll play a swamp. Tap 1 black for Dark Ritual. Add 3 black. I'll use 2 of those black for a Blade of the Oni. And then I'll tap these 2 and the last black for a Spellbinder. In printing to Inferno. Pass the turn.
And draw. And we are going to play Swamp. And we'll tap for Savitri.
Dragon Master will go ahead and +1. Gonna cost 2 life to attack me per creature. Pass turn.
What did you discard, by the way?
Sapphire Dragon.
Daff, you have no idea how useful that anvil is to me, but you will soon find out.
You're about to like me more. I'm paid 2
Howling.
for Howling Mine.
That's your turn.
Turbocharge, baby. Pass turn.
Draw 3. I'll discard. I'll discard a forest. Untap that. Untap that. Play command tower. Taps 3 for Wood Elves, which I will use to pull a forest onto the board. And I have nothing else productive to do, so I'll pass turn. And we'll get 1 more hit point, though.
Drawing 3. We will pay 3 and cast Commander. Pass turn.
Excellent. One tap. Draw. I'll discard Juvenile Mist Dragon. We will play Island. +1 Savitri and pass.
All right. Untap. Reap my benefits. Play an Urza's Tower. I'll discard a Maze Mine Tome. I think I have enough card advantage for now. Then I'll tap 3 for a Transmogrifying Wand. And we're gonna Tetsuo. And instead, he gets a 2/4 Ox. And this is at 2. On to you, Aestus.
Draw 3. I'll discard a plains. We'll play a plains. Tap 5. Play Mirari's Wake. And I will pass turn.
Untap. Draw. Play an island for turn. I shall pay 1 to put an Explorer Scope on the Blade of the Oni. I'll swing the Blade of the Oni at Daphius. It has Menace. I know you don't have any creatures, but the Explorer Scope trigger I want. I'll put this island into play tapped, and then I pay 3 to suspend Inevitable Betrayal. Pass turn.
At the end of turn, I am going to tap 4. And we're going to chill to the bone. That creature over there that keeps giving Ace life. Untap. I'll discard Concentrate. We're going to play Island. And we're going to tap 5 for Kakusho, the Evening Star. When it's put in the graveyard from play, everyone loses 5 life, and I gain the life lost that way. Going to +1 on Savitri. 2 life per creature to attack me. Pass turn.
3 and do buddy. Play a Mishra's Factory as land for turn. And discard Steel Overseer. Then I'm going to pay 4 for a Joyrose Familiar. And then for 2 mana, I will pay for a Hangerback Walker. And then I will pass turn.
Draw 3. Now discard an
Sorry, what?
aerial responder. I will tap this forest for 2 and have 1 floating to play an exploration. I'll play 2 planes for turn. I'm going to use a 1 floating green. Tap a planes for 2 and another planes for another 2 to play Defiler of Faith. We'll pay 2. I'll play a Soul Warden. I will pay.
I didn't like that.
And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I just killed one of
And
those.
I've got 1 floating to play Red Dawnbringer. That's said and done. I will pass my turn.
Untap. Draw 3. I'll discard Lizard Blades. I'll play this mountain. I'm going to pay 5 for Tetsuo. We will go to combat, and I will swing Blade of the Oni at King. It has menace. I'll pay 2 life for that. And I'll swing it
Right.
at your commander.
Oh, now that's what I didn't like.
And I will reveal top. I'll look at the top card. And I will not put it into play. And I'll pass the turn.
Sad on tap. Draw, draw, draw. That makes me a little happier. Discard Foul Tongue Invocation. Play a swamp. Tap 2. Play a Felwar Stone. Flying. Has Ward 4. As long as it's untapped, it's a 5/5. And when it deals combat damage to a player, I draw a card. And if I have fewer than 3 cards in my hand, I draw cards equal to the difference. Craig, you don't have any flying blockers or anything like that, right?
I have an ox. I'm pretty sure I can throw it in the air.
No, I don't think you can. I don't think you're strong enough. I'm gonna swing 5 at you in the air with carrot cake.
Fucking cuck dragon.
Yeah, I'm on a +1 speed tree and pass turn.
Untap, draw 3. I'll play a Tyrite Sanctum. Land for turn. Craig,
Yes.
if you don't swing Tetsuo at me, I won't blow him up.
Deal.
At least for 2 turns.
2 turns. Fine.
I'll tap 4 for a Karn Living Legacy. And then I'll +1 him. And then I'm going to pay 1 to turn the angel into an ox.
So I
Onto
wasn't going to
aces.
leave you alone, but now we got a problem.
I will pass turn and make it a Power Stone token.
Turn 3, discard a plains. Play a plains and a forest for a turn because 2 lands came into play on my side of the field. Defiler of Faith will make 2 soldiers.
Sounds
So,
PG.
Face 1 ones. Make 2 of those. Because 2 creatures entered the battlefield under my control, I gain 2 more life. I'll pay 2 to reduce that cost by 1. Let's get Torsten out here.
Oh.
Well, what I'm going to do now is reveal the top 7 cards. And we'll see what happens after that. King Darian of the Super Bowl, which goes to my hand. Plains will come to my hand. And a Stalwart Pathlighter will come to my hand. Ooh, I'm not sure how worth it that was. I will pay, I already paid 2, so I'll pay that 2. Although I get 1 back when he comes into play, so I lose 1. I will pay 2. Let's reduce that cost by 1. Tap a plains for 2. Play a Stalwart Pathlighter. Which makes him, well, no, that's only when, okay, never mind. At the beginning of the combat on your turn, if you control 3 power creatures, I got a 5/5, a 1/1, a 7/7, and a 3/1. So that applies. During my combat, my creatures are indestructible. Pay 2, gain back 1, tap this forest, this commander tower, 4/2 forests. And King Darian of the Super Bowl will enter the board. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap this forest for 2 to play a Jazal Goldmane. Attack Defios with this Wood Elves, this Defiler of Faith, which has Vigilance, and this Ox. All creatures on my board get +1/+1. I will tap that for 3 and that for 2 more to activate Jazal Goldmane's effect to give everything +3/+3.
I'll block the Defiler with this. It's a 1/1. How much else am I taking?
11 total. That all being said and done, I will pass my turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. 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 I'm going to discard the Nodachi. I'm going to tap 1 and preordain to start the turn. Go 2, draw a card. Go 2, and I will just swing at Kink with the Blade of the Oni. I will not put that into play. I will pass the turn. Carry on, Kink. You carry
I'm
on.
on tap. I'm going to discard Swamp. And I'm going to play a Swamp. Tap 4. Astus, you got reaching blockers or flying blockers?
At the moment, no.
I'm gonna go to combat and give you a bonk for 10.
Well, there was a point where I could defend myself, but a certain somebody killed my damn angel.
Yeah.
Right.
And then main 2, we are going to tap 5. And we're going to have an evacuation. Return all creatures to their owner's hands.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
right
then
there.
we'll +1 Savitri up to 6. 2 life per creature to attack me.
Oh, no, I've been booted.
Craig's been booted! I put a
Now what are you
boot
doing?
on Craig, isn't it?
Don't you ever say that ever.
Yeah, passing.
1,
There's been a hand evacuation.
3. I'm gonna
Well, I
discard a
did have a green
shambling suit. Tap 5. I'll cast a Forsaken Monument. Then I'm gonna uptick the Karn. I'm going to return this waste to my hand to play Guildless Commons. And then I'll pay 2 for a Cryptic Trilobite. I'll pay 2 for a Mech Titan Core. And I'll gain 2 life. And then I will pass the turn.
All right, draw 3. Now we'll discard a Wood Elves. Now we'll tap a Plains and have 1 floating to play a Soul Warden. Plains for 1, Plains for 2 more. Play the Fowler of Faith, gain a life. I will subtract 2. At 6. To put Torsten back on the board. Gain 1 life back. Top 7 cards. Here we go. Yep. I got a
Yeah.
Forest, which I keep. A Twin Blade Paladin, which I also keep. A
Go on,
Sarah
keep
Avatar,
everything.
which I keep.
Oh, yeah.
Panharmonicon, I don't keep.
Ooh, that's bad.
Heronblade Elite, which I keep. New Benalia, which I keep.
Better, let's
And
get better.
Sunscorch Regent, which I keep.
Torsten, founder of Hand Size.
Definitely that. I'll play a Forest and a Plains for a land for turn, which will make 2 soldiers, and I gain 2 more life. 1, 2. And because I need some flying thing to defend myself with, I'll nick out 4 hit points to pay for 2 white. Tap a Plains and a Forest, have 1 green floating to play Sunscorch Regent and gain a life. And I'll pay 2.
Oh, no.
1, 2. Tap. I use 1. I have 1 green floating, and this will tap for 3 to play a Tristani Discordant. Other creatures I control gain +1/+1. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 white soldier creature tokens with life link. And I will gain 2 life from that. And everything on the board just hit it, so there is no attack phase. So I will pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. The inevitable betrayal gets cast. Pink. I'm going to target you. Do you have any big dragons with the protection effect? So, like Pro or Hexproof or Ward in your library? Basically, I'm trying to avoid your board wipe. I'm trying to avoid the Transmogrifying Wand. And I just want a big flyer. And obviously, when it dies, it will enter your graveyard, so it'll be more accessible to you. So, Cake, which dragon would you like to have currently? And I will make this deal that you get to pick if you don't swing at me for 2 turns. With the dragon you pull out.
Why is this happening?
So, Inevitable Betrayal says, I search the target opponent's library for a creature card and put it into play. Justani says, so if you want a dragon, just pick it.
I understand.
But just please don't hit me with it.
I'll take Drifty D.
What's Drifty D?
Slumgar the Drifty D. When I
Yeah.
attack people with dragons, they get -1/-1 on their creatures for how many dragons I attack them with.
Okay, I will currently control Salumgar.
Oh yeah, Drifty D.
You may want to deal with that transmogrifying wand on your turn, Kink.
There's
Just
that.
saying.
There's that Drifty D for you.
Draw, draw, draw. I'll discard a Shivan Meteor. Aestus.
Yeah.
What is on your board currently? Is any of them toughness 1?
There is nothing with base. Well, there are things with base toughness 1, but everything on my board has +1/+1 because it was high discordant.
Oh yeah, of course I do. Of course I do. That's fine. I'm paying 3 for my commander.
Okay. Because you play the
Uh,
spell, I gain a life, and Sunscorch Regent gains a +1/+1 counter. And because this creature hit the board, Soul Warden, I also gain another life.
yeah, these are reasons I want to hit you. No offense.
Not doing nothing to you.
Pass turn.
Yes.
And
Pass turn.
draw. And draw. And draw.
Remember, King, you cannot balk me with the Slumgar, please. That was the deal.
Okay. We're gonna discard an island, and we're gonna play an island. Guys, this is scary, guys.
I mean,
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
I'll copy that.
I was bound by contract. I respect the contract. But yeah, Asus is scary.
It makes me want to, like, do some stuff. I'm gonna tap 4 for Thran Dynamo. And then I think I'll tap Thran Dynamo and Felwar Stone and these 2 for Deathbringer Regent.
Another spell and another creature.
So when he enters the battlefield and I cast it from my hand, which I did, and there's 5 or more other creatures on the battlefield, which there are, destroy all other creatures.
Jesus Christ. You don't want that Slumgar, do you?
No.
You know, I'm not even really all that particularly mad.
That's just Ace board scares me a lot.
I mean, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
totally fair. I really wish that I decided to put the Super Bowl King back into play, but that's all right. These will go away. You go back to the command zone. This is now 7/1/1 dudes. Where did my marker go?
Slumgar is in your graveyard.
Thank you. +1 on
2,
Savitri. 2
4,
life
5,
to attack me per creature. Pass turn.
Draw 3. I'll discard Crystal Vein. I'll play a Field of Ruin as land for turn. And then I'll tap these 4, or for 4 mana. I'll tap Field of Ruin for 2 to cast Ugin the Ineffable. We're gonna -3 to destroy Mirari's Wake.
See, I've been
Oh,
leaving you alone, and now you
Asus.
want to kill you.
No, you smacked me. You smacked me when you
Well, that's
clicked.
also the whole
What?
reason you can rebuild so good.
I will tap 2 for a Joyrose Familiar.
Not Joyra.
Yes, Joyra.
Not Joyra.
I will gain 2. I'll cast my commander for free. Gain 2. And I'll cast Karn's Silex, another theme card. Gain 2. We'll do Salvager of Ruin and Scrapyard Recombiner. I'm going to -1 Karn and copy the activation with the floating mana. The familiar 2 mana, 1 for this, 1 for this. So I'll draw 2. I'll play a Workshop Assistant for free and a Manifold Key. I'm going to float 2. I'll pay 1 mana to destroy Deathbringer Regent, turn it into an Ox, and then we'll use the extra 1 to animate Mishra's Factory. I'll tap the Seagate Wreckage, use the Manifold Key, so I have 1 floating, and I'll untap a Power Stone and then tap it for 3. Totel. And I'll tap Guildless Commons for 3. And then I'm going to use 5 of it to activate Mech Titan Core. To exile underneath it Mishra's Factory, Destroyer's Familiar, my commander, and Salvager of Ruin will be exiled. I am going to pay 2 life to attack Kink. And I have 12 in the air coming at Savitri.
Dang, ox can't fly.
Like I said, you can throw an ox.
I know. I see your point now.
Let's just put my command in the command zone. And I will pass turn.
All right. I draw 3. I will discard a new Benalia. 5 to put Catapult Master onto the board. I've got 7 soldiers. I'm going to tap 5 to destroy the lifelink Mecha Titan.
You mean exile?
Exile, yes.
Heard that. These come back to play.
Then I will tap 1, 2, 3 to play a Harvest Season, which I'll use to bring 5 basic lands into play tapped. I will pass turn.
I'm going to draw 3. I'm going to discard 1. We are going to discard the swamp. We're going to play a choked estuary. And we will show the swamp. Love it. Like it. Look at it. It's lovely.
Care for it.
1. We play Rabbit Battery. We are going to pay 3 and play a story card to share Tetsuo Umezawa. I'm going to pay 2 and play Blade of the Oni. Pay 1. Put an Explorer Scope on the Rabbit Battery. Duff, you would let me in. I just want to swing 1 at somebody.
Yeah, you got it.
For why?
You got
It's not an Ugin.
It will not be a Ugin. It will be a 1 at somebody
take
for an Explorer Scope trigger. That's all I want.
I take
And
it.
I'll swing it at Duff because he's offering.
Okay.
And it's a no-show. I'll pass that.
Okay.
Damn. Shame.
I'll untap.
You'd think with me giving all the cards you could ever want would be enough.
Draw. Discard island. Play swamp. Tap +1 Savitri.
Savitri.
2 life to attack me per creature. Tap 5 for a Spike-Tail Drake. I can sacrifice
Ooh.
Spike-Tail Drake and counter target spell unless its controller pays 3.
Sounds good.
So that's all for me this turn. Pass.
On your end step, I'm going to pay 2 to Tomb of the Spirit Dragon, and I will gain 4 life. And untap. And then draw 3. And I will discard a waste. I'm going to tap 1 Power Stone to cast my commander. We're just doing the Karn thing again. Down ticking, paying 1 mana. Draw 2. And copying with my commander. And then I'm going to use Scrapyard Recombiner to sacrifice my commander to search my library for a construct. 2 life. I gained. I'm going to get a Silent Arbiter to my hand. Then I am going to tap my tower for 1 mana, have 1 floating. I'll cast a Karn Scion of Urza, the point. Let's go. We're going to put you down here. And then a Silent Arbiter. So I'll gain 4. Only 1 creature can attack, 1 creature can block. I'm going to tap this for 3 mana. I'm going to use 1 of it to use the Manifold Key to untap the Recombiner. And then I'm going to tap it to sacrifice the Transmogrifying Wand. Search for another construct. Draw it to hand. I'm going to cast Scrap Trawler. Gain 2.
Trawler, fucking Hank, he's the Silent Arbiter.
I'm going to use another mana
Months.
for Gearker Ori. Everybody can play an additional land. I will do so. I'll play Buried Ruin. And then my last mana. We're going to -2 Karn. And we're going to +1 Ugin. Make a construct. All right, this construct gets +1/+1 for each artifact I control. I'll
Need to put-
use 7 now. Yes, Commander. Plop this down. Metalwork Colossus. I'm going to attack you with my 3/7.
Does it have
Going to
trample?
combat. No.
All right, I'll throw a dude in front of it.
Pass.
We'll draw my 3 cards. That doesn't help the situation.
Yeah, there are a lot of issues currently on Dafius's board.
Exact
Yeah, I
answer
think
here.
the other three of us are on the same page.
The horns of the
That's the
Kingdom of
same point.
Analia blow and call for a summons of parlay. I come to you, gentlemen. Look at my board. Look at y'all's board. Look at all that bullshit. I submit that we bend our resources to handle that problem and then go back to whatever minor issues that we have with each other after that.
Yeah, I could freezinate some artifacts instead of countryside for a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
I apologize, but burn the witch.
We are going to have to prioritize. First priority, obviously, is going to be getting Torsten back on the boards. Reveal the top 7 cards. Here we go. March of the Multitudes. Would have been nice. Planes. All right, I'll take it. Angel Vitality. I'll take that. Brought back. Great. Can't use it. Champion of the Parish. Glamour Dawnbringer. All the Copper Coats. And Gift of Immortality is 7. Thanks, Torsten. You're such a good guy.
What a guy.
Although, incidentally, that is the 1 mana that I was missing. 4 to put the Helm of the Host on the board. 5 to put that Helm of the Host on Torsten. Combat begins. Helm of the Host makes a non-legendary copy of that card. So I literally just get another copy of Torsten on the board.
Oh, okay, so you do the ETB effect. Cool.
Yes. But that copy has haste and can immediately attack, which is what he's going
Oh
to do.
my.
Well, I have to do that. Now that he's on the board, I have to do his thing. So give me a second here. Another 7 cards. The Panharmonicon again. Still can't keep it. Black Baby Reforged. Again, still can't keep it. A Plains, I'll take it. A Pearl Medallion, which I can't keep. A Forest. Thalia's Lieutenant and a Cleansing Nova. Well, that would have been fucking great.
Well, let's go to the Bombay Library and fuck you.
All right, so we're in combat. I will declare that Daphios is my target. I will swing a 7/7 Torsus at Daphios.
Sounds good. I will block with a 4/4.
Cool. I have 2 more lands to play. I'll tap a Plains, leave that Forest untapped, and throw out a Champion of the Parish. I'll pass.
Untap. Draw 3. I'll
Parish.
play 1 swamp. Untap. 2 for Ornithopter of Paradise. I'm going to be an absolute cunt.
Would you do that?
Okay.
I didn't discard. Oh my god, I did not discard. I'll discard the life of Tashiro Umazawa. I tap 2 for Ornithopter of Paradise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have enough to be a cunt. I will not be a cunt.
Oh, well.
What I'll do is I'll pay 5. 1, 2. Oh my god, there's 6 lands there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I shall be a cunt.
Make up your mind!
I'm going to tap 6, and I'm going to Choice of Damnation, targeting Daphia. Choose a number. I may either have you lose that much life, or remain that much permanent, including land. So if you
So
do,
I choose the number, and then you get to pick.
I get to pick if you lose that number life, or you keep that number permanents. So if you get 2, you'll have 2 permanents left. Let's put it that way. Daphia, including land.
Oh, okay. 30.
30. May you count your permanents for me, Daphios.
26.
I will have you lose 30 life, Daphios.
Back
Oh,
down
sorry,
to the
45.
realm of mortals.
For now.
back
Well,
to
hey,
the manga.
it
the rest of
definitely
it.
made a difference.
Oh yeah, it did.
Oh, it definitely matters.
Yeah.
You're totally right.
And Kink, may I swing at you for one?
You may.
I will actually swing the one at Kink and take 2 life.
Solidarity.
Yeah, exactly. Kink, take that one. Pass turn.
I'll
Take
untap.
a little peck of love.
It's just a love punch. It's a buddy punch.
Just a love tap.
Draw 3. I think we're gonna discard Island. I'm gonna play Island and Bajuka Bog. Let's get rid of Daft's
Ooh.
Graveyard.
I'm going to pay 2 to my Buried Ruin. I'm gonna sacrifice it. And I will get back Investigator's Tome to my hand. And then that's fine.
Alrighty, we'll tap 3 and 1 to play Time of Ice. In phase 1,
Cool.
tap target creature an opponent controls, and it doesn't untap for as long as Time of Ice is around. I just dropped my fucking dice. There we go. Whoopie-doo. Daff, biggest creature you got over there is either the Construct or Metalwork, right? It's the Construct?
Contracts is 17.
Yeah, let's go ahead and tap that in some ice. For the Bone Dragon.
What is that?
Bone Dragon has flying 5/4, and I can pay 5 and exile 7 other cards from my graveyard to return the Bone Dragon from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. We'll pay another 5 for Imrith, the Desert Doom. Again, flying 5/5, ward 4. As long as it's untapped, deals combat damage, draw a card. If I have fewer than 3 cards in my hand, I fill. We're going to +1 on Savitri on a pass turn.
Right, on your end step, I'm going to pay 2 into the Tomb of the Spirit Dragon and drop my whole exile. Cool. And I will gain life equal to the amount of colors creatures I control, so 2, 4, 6, 8. Then I will untap. Draw 3. We'll discard a waste. Land for turn, I will play a Deserted Temple and a Study Hall. And then I'm going to float 1. And I will +1 Ugin. And I will copy the activation. My commander. I'll play 2 face down cards. And I'm going to use Scrapyard Recombiner to sacrifice my commander and put it in the command zone. And I will search my library for a construct. I'll grab Foundry Inspector, put it in my hand, and then I will cast it for free, gaining 2. Then I will cast a Voltaic Key. I'll put these over there. With that 1 floating. I'll pay 3 with the Guildless Commons, 2, and then using the Deserted Temple, I'll untap it. Then I'll pay another 3, so that's 5, and I'll cast my commander. I'll float another 1, and I will use the Voltaic Key to untap the Recombiner. Then I will tap it again to sacrifice my commander, getting Traxos, Scourge of Krug. And I'll go in my hand, and then I will use this 7, loading 1 to cast my commander again. And then I'm going to downtick this Karn to make 2 of these constructs. And then, so I gain 2 from that. And then for free, I'll cast a Hedron Archive. And then I'll tap it for 3 to make Metalwork Colossus unblockable with the Manifold Key. And I will bring it at basis 12.
I'll tap 5 soldiers and exile it.
Sounds good. Going to downtick this card. 2 mana, I'll get the top 2. I'll put 1 into my hand. I will pass turn.
Cool. Draw 3. And discard the Findhorn Elves. 3 planes into play. I will tap 3 to play King Darien the Super Bowl King. I will tap 3 to play a Heron Blade Elite. That is a human, so you get a +1/+1 counter, and so is he. So you get 2 +1/+1 counters. 2/2. I will tap 2 to play Thalia's Lieutenant, and then when you enter the battlefield, each human gets a +1/+1 counter on it. So these soldiers, this particular block of soldiers, I'm going to go into combat. Another copy of Torsten will come into play. Forest, go to my hand. Card 2. Firehaven Elf, go to my hand. Card 3. Akroma's Memorial. That'd have been fucking great. Doesn't. Swords to Plowshares. Doesn't. Maja Bredegar Protector does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rampant Growth is 6. And Sigil of the New Dawn is 7. These go to my hand. These go to the bottom of the library. The Torsten with the 2, 3 +1/+1 counters on it. He is a 10/10. I'm
Heard
going to.
that. I will block with one of my 4/4s.
All right. Main phase 2. 4. For a Revelry Squad. 5. For a Lyra Dawnbringer. At 1 Forest for Llanowar Elves. At 4. To play Maja, the Breadguard Protector. Other creatures I control gain +1/+1 whenever landing into the battlefield under my control. Create a 1/1 white human warrior creature token. With that all being said and done, I pass.
Untap. Draw 3. Discard a Kedis. Okay, I'm going to tap 7. I'm going to cast Commander. I'm going to pay 1 from the Ornithopter and put the Rabbit Battery on him. The Explorer Scope will fall off. I'm going to swing the Blade of the Oni at you. Dapius.
Cool. How much?
It's a 3.
Are you sure you don't want to equip the Explorer Scope first?
I don't have any mana.
Sounds good.
Passing the turn.
Untap. Draw.
Usually taking more
Discard
damage anymore.
Scourge of Neltoth. We'll play Swamp. Time of Ice will go up to 2. We'll get another construct, put it in the Time of Ice. We're going to +1
Okay.
Savitri up to 7. We are going to tap 3 and 2 islands for Icefall Regent. Enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls, and it doesn't untap for as long as I control Icefall Regent. Let's do another construct. We'll do 6. Kakusho the Evening Star. Put in the graveyard. Each opponent loses 5 life, and I'll gain life equal. And we will go to combat. Biggest flying reacher over there, Def.
4/4.
I'm going to attack you with Emrith, who is a 5/5.
I will just take it.
Excellent. And I will play a swamp. We'll pass.
On your end step, I'm gonna do the Tomb of the Spirit Dragon thing. Then I will untap. 1, 2, 3. I will discard this waste. Then I will play a Winding Canyons and a Darksteel Citadel. Land for turn. I am going to activate Karn Silex for 0.
If not for the fact that I'm going to yeet the Super Bowl King to give all tokens I control indestructible.
Well, I do say I'm going to cast a Traxos. Gain 2. Then I will cast an Investigator's Journal. Gain 2 and untap Traxos. And this will enter with 18 counters. I'll tap for 2 to tap the journal to remove a counter and draw a card. I'm going to pay 1 to animate Mishra's Factory and pay 1 for a Sky Sovereign console flagship. When it enters the battlefield, I'm going to double its trigger by paying 1. I'll have 1 looting. And I'm going to have it deal 3 damage to Maja, and I will have it deal 3 damage to Sivris. Or Sivitri.
Okay.
Fuck.
I'm going to use the Recombiner to sacrifice my commander. Search for a construct. Pay 9. I'll play this Treasure Keeper. And I'll pay for 6 of it with Deserted Temple and Guildless Commons. Tapping for 5. And 6 the floating. And then 8. 6 mana with the Hall. And then Hedron Archive be 9. And then I will scry 6. Then I'm going to uptick Karn, Scion of Urza, and I will double the trigger. Additional 1. 3. I'll get the top 2. I guess Kink. Which one do I get? Cloud Key or Urza's Mine?
You can have the mine.
And then we'll do it again. Aestus, what do I get? Hypocrisite or Karn's Bastion?
What do they do?
Karn's Bastion, I can pay 4 and proliferate. Hypocrisite, when it dies, I can get it back in 3 turns.
It's just an artifact that dies and comes back in 3 turns. That's all it does.
Yeah, that's all it does.
Fine, you can have the one that comes back every 3 turns.
We'll play that. Game 2. Uptick Ugin. I'm going to use the 1 floating that I had to untap a construct. And then I will use another 1. Have 1 floating to untap Recombiner. And then I'll just play the Reckoner Bankbuster. I'll use a Power Stone. Tap it to draw a card. Sure. Sacrifice my commander with the Recombiner. Last one. Getting Patrick Automaton to my hand. I will cast it. I'm going to go to combat. I'll attack with my really big construct.
Really big construct.
Yes.
Its power and toughness are irrelevant to me. I'll tap 5 soldiers and exile it from the game.
Sounds good. I'll uptick this Karn. Make another Power Stone. That's tapped. So put this number down here. All right. Pass turn.
Cool. Draw 3, discard 1. I'll discard a Sakura Tribe Elder. I'll tap 1, 2, 3 to play a Bastion Protector. That's 1 human. 1, 2, 3, 4. To play a Twin Blade Paladin, that's 2 humans. 1, 2, 3, 4. To play a Breath of Life, which I will use to retrieve Rhea Dawnbringer. I will tap 3. 1. Play an Angel of Vitality. 7. To play the Sarah Avatar. Alright, I have played a total of 2 humans. So that means you get +2, and you get +2. I'll move into combat, which will make another Torsten. And we get to do this dance again. Top 7 cards. 1, Middleish Marshal, which I keep. 2, a Plater Gate, which I have never been able to keep. 3, Intrepid Hero, which I get to keep. 4, Cultivate, which goes away. 5, Quasi Heroes, which I get to keep. 6, Plains. 7, Cathar Commando. Yes. I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you. All right. These go to the bottom of the deck. I have not played any lands this turn. So land number 1, land number 2. I'm going to tap 5 dudes to destroy the Arbiter. I am going to attack with these 3 Torstens, which are 7/7. 2 of them are 7/7s, one of them is an 8/8. I'll attack with this Torsten, which is a 11/11. I will attack with this Champion of the Parish, who is a 9/9. I will attack with the Heron Blade Elite, which is an 8/8. 4 Torstens, a Heron Blade Elite, and a Lyra Dawnbringer.
I'm going to block all 4 Torstens with small dudes.
Fair enough.
And then what are the biggest 2?
The Heron Blade Elite is a 9/9. And then Lyra Dawnbringer is a 5/5.
I will use Traxos to crew my Sky Sovereign, and I will block with an 8/7. That's fine.
Game 5.
So then you hit me with nothing.
It looks like that's what it turned out to be in this particular case. But you wait till next time.
Before damage, I'm gonna activate my Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. Draw 10. So I'll gain 12. Alright. And then stuff dies. Get Patchwork Automaton to my hand, and Treasure Keeper trigger. Field cards. Okay. Urza's Incubator. I gotta cast that free, and I will name constructs.
Meaning?
Creature spells of the chosen type cost 2 less to cast.
That's all I got. Craig, you're up.
Oh, and I gained 2 from casting it.
Gregory is here.
It's your turn, sir.
Draw 3. I am going to boot this Joyra. I'm going to pay 4. I'm going to play this Empowered Auto Generator. Okay. I'll swing at Aces for 3.
All right. When you
That's it.
attack, all of my stuff on taps.
You're
Oh
going
my
to take 3
God.
commander for that.
I will take 3 commander damage.
Tetsu's trigger for Ancestral Vision. I'll draw 3. I'm going to
Oh
play this island and this mountain. I'm going to play 2. I'm going to get my helpful player points with Kami of the Crescent Moon. And pass turn. You're going to draw 4, King, and discard 1.
Whoop-de-doo. Untap. Draw 4. Let's discard Mind Scour Dragon. Time of Ice will go to phase 3. All tap creatures go to their owner's hands.
It'd be just my 2 constructs and the Scrapyard Reckoner.
+1 on Savitri. Play Island. Sapphire Medallion. Good. We'll go to combat. Yeah, I guess I'll swing those 2.
How much?
It's 5/5 and 5/4.
I'll take 10.
Whoop-de-doo. Pass a turn.
Draw 4 now. I'll discard Urza's Factory. We'll play Rogue's Passage and Urza's Mind as land for turn. I currently have a discount of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just tapped 11. So I have 1 untapped Power Stone. I will cast my commander for the 7th time. We're going to put all of these, except for 2, on the bottom of my library. And then I'll use the last Power Stone, tap 2, tap the Investigator's Journal, draw a card. And then I will tap the 2 with the Field of Ruin to the Bank Buster. I'm going to downtick Ugin to destroy the catapult.
Catapult Master?
In addition, going to pay 1 to copy the activation with my commander. So I'm targeting the. What are the things that are affecting your board the most?
I've got the Reveille Squad that says that whenever I'm attacked, the Reveille Squad is untapped. I may untap all
Okay,
creatures.
that and the catapult.
I will take the 5 to get rid of Traxos.
All right, I'll downtick this Karn to make a construct. I'm casting Skyship Weatherlight. I get to look for any amount of artifact cards, and they're exiled with this card. I have to pay 4 to get 1 card at random.
Okay, carry on. You may carry on.
I will get 1 card. Throne of Tarkir. I will pay 4 to activate Skyship Weatherlight. Well, I will cast a Grimoire of the Dead, and then I will go to cast Dragon Throne of Tarkir. Alright, I will tap this Hedron Archive to pay 3 to equip it to my beefy construct. I'm going to crew the Sky Sovereign using Foundry Inspector. And then I am going to pay 1 to the Voltaic Key and have 1 floating to untap my commander. And then I am going to pay 2 to activate Dragon Throne of Tarkir, and then I will use the extra 1 floating to copy the activation. Currently, my creatures get plus 52, plus 52. I am attacking Aestus.
What are you attacking me with?
You have a Sky Sovereign,
Okay.
a Joyrus Familiar, 3 damage to the Paladin
Right,
with the attack trigger. And then we have the Workshop Assistant. We're swinging 5 creatures that are plus 52, plus 52 at Aestus.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to
Yes.
grab the tier force. I'm going to tap it.
Yes.
In response, pay 2/1 Mishra's Factory to animate it, and tap it to use Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. Tap that to gain 9 life. And then I'll end my turn.
All right. Fog saves the day. 1, 2, 3. I'll discard a secluded step. So I'll bring back my Reveille Squad.
Did you draw your 3 and discard, or draw your 4?
Oh, I get 1 more. That's right. I'll play Kamaho. I will then play Jezal Goldmane to go to combat. Because that needs to happen. All right, so another Torsen comes into play. Top 7 cards are revealed. Let's do this dance again. Path of Bravery. Well, that would have been real fucking nice to have. Gatherer's Crusade. Also would have been nice. Forest I keep. Plains I keep. Torrent's Fist of Angels. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Forest is 6. And Plains is 7. I'm just pulling land out of my deck at this point. So another Torsen hits the board. Because a human came into the board, you get a +1/+1 counter, and you get a +1/+1 counter. I need to do 95 points of damage. And have 1 more creature. So there are 7 of those. Those 7 dudes are all 1/1s. We're going to say that these soldiers, all 5 of them are going to attack. I know this for a fact. I'm going to say that Torsten and his 4 other copies are also going to attack. I am also going to pay 5 to activate Jezal Goldmane's effect. All creatures gain +S/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures that are attacking.
Yes. Where are you going?
I, as the person who came forward with the non-aggression pact of Benalia, will agree and uphold
Ah.
the non-aggression pact of Benalia until the threat is dead. After that point,
Uh-huh.
it's your ass. So everything attacking right now gets plus 12, plus 12. That is 7 13 13s, 4 more 7, 4 20 20s, and a 23 23. And I'll throw a Sarah Avatar in there just for good measure. So that's a 60
Okay.
60.
I'll pay 2 to my Winding Canyons to cast Scrapyard Recombiner and Patchwork Automaton. Yeah, and then I can block 13 of it. I am well dead.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fucking damage, Aces.
All right,
Well,
we
I-
finished the game of Arch Enemy. Congratulations, everyone!
It wasn't even
Woo!
Arch
We did
Enemy.
it.
Kill the Dacia.
I wasn't
Now
even
we
able
can
to
go
kill
back to
anybody.
playing Commander.
You only draw 2 each upkeep now.
I'm going to tap 2, play Summer Blossom to play up to 3 more lands. Plains return. I will tap 3 to play a Benelish Marshal. Tap 3 to play a Farhaven Elf. I'll resolve that in a minute. Tap that for 12. Pay 2 white to put Darien King of Keldor on the board. To search my library for a land. 2 humans entered the battlefield, so you get 2 +1/+1s. You get 2 +1/+1s. And that should be all the triggers. Are there even any lands left in here? There are no lands left in this deck.
Is it my go?
Yes, it is now your turn.
Untappen. Draw 2 and tap 3. Tetsuo. I am going to pay 1 and I'm going to put the Exploroscope onto the Tetsuo. I'm going to pay 4 mana, put a counter on the Empowered Generator in the process, and I am going to attach the Spellbinder to Tetsuo. And I shall pass the turn.
Draw
It's
2,
gonna-
play Swamp. I think I'm going to tap 2.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to play Ray of Frost on Tetsuo. Enchant creature. So when it enters the battlefield, if enchanted creature is red, tap it. He's red. As long
Cool.
as enchanted creature is red, it loses all abilities. And enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step.
I believe you're talking about Tetsuo, my commander, not Tetsuo, the one that can't be targeted by Aurus,
Yes,
correct?
the one that has all those equipments on it. We'll go to combat. We will swing Kakusho and Imrith over at you, Astis, for 10.
All right, Imarith is a what, a 5/5?
They're both 5/5s, yeah.
They're both 5/5s. Okay, well, I'll block Imarith then with Ray Dawnbringer.
Excelente. We will go. I reckon you'll take 5. We'll go to main 2. +1 on Savitri. 2 life to attack me. Pass turn.
Draw 2. Upkeep phase. I will bring back my Catapult Master. Oh, and when I took 5 damage, 5 white soldier creature tokens came into play. There we go. Tap 3 to put an intrepid hero on the board who is a human. So you get +1 and you get +1. I transition into the combat phase.
Are you gonna attack me, Astis?
That's probably going to happen, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pay 3 and tap down 2 of your biggest crotchers.
That's fine.
Frost breath.
Okay, so Thalia's lieutenant is tapped. And Torsten, the founder of Benalia, is tapped. I enter combat, which clones another Torsten. Because a human entered the board, you get a +1/+1 counter, you get a +1/+1 counter, and you, over here, get a +1 counter. Cards, here we go. Card number 1, Gift of Immortality, Plate of Selves, Planar Gate, March of the Multitudes, Swords of Plowshares, Pearl Medallion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more. Hour of Reckoning. I keep none of it. This goes back to the bottom of the deck. All right, all creatures I control gain +3/+3. And then I'll tap the 4 necessary to activate Jazile Goldmane's effect. So everything is going to have plus X, where X is the number of attacking creatures. Attacking with those 10 soldiers is going to knock me down by 20 fucking hit points. That's gonna suck. But it's necessary. Take
Or you
out.
could kill Craig.
No, I'm not killing either or. My plan is to kill the both of you.
Craig, we could kill Aestus.
Yeah, we could.
So 5 soldiers and a Sarah avatar. That's 6 creatures. That'll come out to 12 hit points. The Sarah avatar is a 32. And then I'll attack you with the Torsten clones and the other 5 soldiers. All creatures that I control gain plus 19. The Sarah avatar is a 51. And you have 21 coming at you, Kink. And Craig, you've got 5 27s.
All right.
G.
I will declare no blocks. Kink, will you do anything?
Oh, I'm dead. No matter what. GG.
Right, no, don't you pick up your board right yet. Before damage,
I have to take the 12 damage I was going to take.
before the damage is dealt, I will play an Aetherize.
5. We played Danitha, Manalia's Hope. And then the 7 to put Sarah Avatar back on the board. And that being said and done, I'll pass my turn.
Untap. Draw 2. We'll play the swamp for turn. We'll tap this for 2 black. I'll play the Nightscape Familiar. We shall tap 2 black and a blue. I'll play Toshiro Umezawa. For a caster's turn, I only really cast 2 spells. 2 blue in there, 6. And we're going to play Mind's Desire, and we're going to copy it twice. So Mind's Desire says shuffle your library, then exile the top card of your library. Until the end of the turn, you will play that card without paying its mana cost. We will get a Shadow Rift, a Plaza of Heroes, and a Mountain. That worked very poorly. We will target the Rabbit Battery with the Shadow Rift, and I'll draw a card. These 2 may stay in exile because I've already played land for turn. And this will go to my graveyard. I shall pay 1 with the island, and I'll put the Explorer Scope on the Rabbit Battery. And just for a tribute 1 damage, I'll swing it at Aestus with Shadow, so you cannot block it. Attack trigger, I will not put anything into play. And I shall pass turn after doing 1 damage to you.
Whoop-a-doo,
Right.
untap. And draw. Play Swamp. I think we're going to tap 7. 1 more island. 4. Astral Dragon. And
Oh
when
my
it
god.
enters the battlefield, we make 2 tokens that are 3/3 dragons. And they enter the battlefield as copies of non-creature permanents. I reckon I'll have 2 explorations. +1 Savitri.
Oh.
I
And
think I'll
one
go
more.
to combat, and I'll swing at Aestus with Kakusho and Bone Dragon. We'll also swing with Imrith.
I will tap an Intrepid Hero and use it to destroy the dragon in the middle.
Imrith.
Yeah, that's the one. I'll assign Rhea to the Bone Dragon, and I will assign Angel of Vitality to Kokusho.
Excellent.
Angel of Vitality will, unfortunately, die.
Not my perspective. It's fortunate.
Well, I'm not a fan.
Shiro Umezawa trigger on the stack. Let me have a look. Nothing I want to cast from my graveyard. That's fine, carry on.
Going to, in main 2, we're going to tap 5 and exile 7 cards from my graveyard. To play Bone Dragon. Back from the graveyard. And then we'll pass turn.
Draw 2. Freya will bring back Super Bowl King. I will tap 3. And I'll use that to play Stalwart Pathlighter. Because I control way more than 3 different types of power levels. At the beginning of my combat, on my turn, creatures that I control are indestructible until end of turn. I am entering the combat phase.
I'm going to pay 2, and I will bounce Kamal Heart of Cruiser to your hand.
In response, I will tap 3 and exile my Plaza of Heroes to give Kamal Heart of Crusa indestructible and hexproof until end of turn. Torsten makes a copy of Torsten. I get a Danitha Capuchin pack captain, Paragon. That's nice. Everything on the board gets +3/+3. I'm going to pay 5. All creatures will get +X, where X is the number of creatures that are attacking. I will tap the Intrepid Hero, destroy a creature with the highest defense left to defend you. Craig, you are getting attacked with Sir Avatar is a 31/31. Going at kick plus a 13/13 plus a 18/18 plus a so 14, a 13 are going at kink.
Yeah.
At you, Craig, you've got everything gets +20/+20. So that's a 23, a 24, a 23, a 24, a 21, a 28, a 21, a 23, a 28, a 30, a 23.
Hey, I must stop you there.
Uh-huh.
I'm dead.
Cool.
Stop! He's already dead.
The kingdom of Benalia rises triumphant.
Or something to that effect. Well,
Oh
without
my.
further ado.
Get ready, chat. Voting time's coming up.
Oh my god. The best Vorthos, starting with Craig.
Yeah, I have to give Aces the 2 points. The pure fucking diplomacy coming out of there was disgusting. We will give the 1 point to Daphius. Because that fucker had all of the power stones.
Daphios. All the artifacts, all the time. I gotta give it 2 to Daphios, because Daph was the arch nemesis.
Oh yeah, Daph was the arch nemesis.
That was
2
the
to
arch enemy.
Daph, 1 to Benalia.
I'll give my primary to Aestus and then second to King. Definitely freezing around.
I'm going to say that my primary 2 is going to go to the endless machine factory that was Daphios. And the 1, I'll give it to Kink. Because there were definitely dragons on the board, and there was definitely ice magic flying around. That's my vote.
Whoopie-doo, chat's voting for the dragons.
Whoopie-doo!
On to the splashiest play, starting with Craig.
Splashiest play. Splash. Fuck me. There was so much splash in that game.
There was
Yeah, the
so
fog-
much splash in this game, I'm completely soaked.
Yeah, there's so much. I'll give 2 points to Daphios for the vomit turn, where he literally just took his hand, turned it face down, and then turned it face up. That's just what he did with his hand. He just turned his hand face up on the board. And I'll give 1 point to Kink for the evacuation.
Splashiest play, huh? Splish splashing all around. We're gonna give 2 to Daphios, because, yeah, good lord, splashing all over the place, like, woof. 1. I think it's gotta go to Aestus. Just so much splash everywhere. I mean, there's multiple things that both, well, I mean, really everybody, but both Aestus and Daft splashing all over the place the whole game.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say primary to Aestus for the fog that actually killed me, and the other to Kink for the evacuation.
As for me, I'm going to have to say the 2 points are going to have to go to Daphios for the Throne of Tarkir play. Just turning a bunch of otherwise benign artifacts into 52 trampling abominations. I mean, if not for the fact that I had that fog, that would have been my ass. So definitely the 2 are going to go there. I'll give the 1 to Kick for just really consistent board control plays throughout. The evacuation definitely shifted the board, locking down some cards here and there, shifted the combats around a bit. So 2 to Daphios, 1 to King.
Looks like chat's voted for the Uno reverse fog.
Reverse.
Fuck.
That's gonna take us to the Wanty Malison.
One team is on. I'll give 2 points to the fucking Kink for that aura that throws down my commander. The absolute bell piece. Pissed me off so much that I couldn't do anything. What is that card?
That's Ray of Frost, sir.
Ray of Frost. Kink? Fuck you.
I'll take those points.
You can take those 2 points.
Shove them up your arse.
Yeah, shove them up your ass. Yeah, we'll give the 1 point to Mirari's Wake because you rebuilt your entire board after a board wipe so quick after that. It's probably more valuable to you at the time, but I feel like both the mana doublers were very good this game. I know, yeah, Kink, you may vote.
I'll take it.
I think I'm going to have to give 2 to Daff for whether it be the Howling Mine or the Anvil of Bogarden or the artifact version of Mirari's Wake. It's any of those. Take your pick. 1 is going to have to go to Aestus for whether it be Mirari's Wake or whether it be Sarah Angel or whether it be Kamal. Take your pick.
Okay, I'd have to say Helm of the Host, and then just the freezing plays from Kink. Just all the freezing cards.
I'm going to have to give 2 points for Daphios for the Dragon Throne of Tarkir. I mean, just because it didn't work out the way that it was supposed to doesn't mean that she didn't play the card that basically won her the game or would have under appropriate circumstances. So that is definitely the plus value card on that end. The other one, I'll give it to Craig because his Kami let me keep drawing cards even after Daphios went away. So point to Craig.
Thank you.
And chat vote. Oh my goodness, the catapult master posed me so
Catapult
bad.
Commander was good.
Soldier Exile guy. Woo! Whop the bang on that Soldier Exile guy.
Whap the bang!
The voting is over. The end. 4th place. It's going to go to King Craig with 17 points.
Yeah, I just suck us that
You
game.
had a bad time. I almost gave you a pity point for that Mind's Desire, but I didn't. 3rd place with 18 points. It's going to go to Mr. Kink. 2nd place with 32 points. It's going to go to Aestus, which means Miss Daff's taken first with 33 points.
32 to 33. That's insane.
Very close.
Whoopie-doo!
A 1-1 match?
You need not wondered.
How much did you win
have,
by?
in fact, wondered.
I have 1 match.
And the part that everybody wants to know the most about. What that does to the seasonal standings. Well, I'll tell you what. Bo is still up there with 33 and 2/3 points. 2nd place, it's Daphios with 27 and 2/3 points. Followed up by Wizard at 3rd with 27 and 1/4. Followed up by Kink with 24 and 2/3 points. Followed up by Aestus with 24. King Craig with 23, and Guitar Man coming up the rear.
Like this this video and subscribe to the PTW YouTube channel to see more content and find out when our new videos release.
Follow the PTW Twitch channel and subscribe for ad-free viewing.
Don't forget to follow that Facebook and that Twitter to keep up with all the good news.
Thank you all for watching.
Well, that makes me sad.